What up, though?
Contrary to popular belief, this is not just rap music. This is life. So I offer you right now, life. Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.
What it is, UnMask'd Podcast, episode 64. What it do, it's gonna do what it do. What it ain't, this ain't nothing you wanna miss. Peace and blessings, everybody. Y'all know who it is. Trez, 1/3 of UnMask'd, so glad to be here. Across from me, as always, I got my boy P. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? King to a God as always.
Big blessings.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We're making moves, spins. What's good, baby?
Good, man. I'm always happy, man, when we get in this element where we, in front of the people, we talking about everything that we talk about here, and touching the masses. So definitely happy to be, back for another episode. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", episode 64. Let's get this shit started, man.
Let's get it.
At Champagne Poppy. I would also say his name is at Champagne Petty. We like to get the hot topics going and Drake, man, he on one. I mean, rightfully so. He's that guy as far as from top of the music world, at the moment. But let's talk about this band. Pusha T, no longer available, can do anything in Canada. Banned.
You think
Music.
that's because of him?
I mean,
It's
to
a
do
hell of a
with it.
coincidence. It's Canada.
I heard he had a little riot at his last show.
Well, that's what I think it really is.
He had a little riot at his last show before he came out in
Yeah.
2018. They didn't renew the visa. Then the Drake beef didn't hurt it. Didn't help it none. I mean, so who knows? But
It may not be directly correlated. I just feel like it's a hell
I
of
mean,
a
because he don't
coincidence.
spend that much time over there no more. Who gives a fuck if you go?
well, it's so hard to get over there now.
Yeah,
Shit, they can't even barely got fans in the stands in the playoff game. So
right.
Yeah.
and this
I
shit
mean,
different.
that is true. It's changed a lot since COVID, as far as for that travel,
Yeah, but you talk petty. Petty is when somebody trying to get at you and you DM they baby mom. Now that's petty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
let's
super
talk
petty.
about that, right? So basically, but I can't really say too much because if you think about it, right, the man just went at his son, and we all know how he is about his son, right?
Okay.
And I get it, and rightfully so. Everybody's different. That's his child, and so he immediately took to this man's wife's Instagram page
Gloves
and
is
got
off,
into the
man.
DMs.
Gloves
I can't
is
be
off.
mad at him
You're right. You can't be mad at him, but you have to be mad at the wife
because
Yeah. She replied.
she replied.
because she replied.
responded.
But okay,
You know she was interested.
it lets you know.
It's Drake.
Exactly, it's Drake. And
It's
then
Drake.
so of course he knows,
Cousin probably got
Nah,
the password. That's the only reason why I got caught up.
but it's also what he said. He was like, "Hey, it basically come with me. Forget your man, forget your husband,
See, that's
come
how
with me."
motherfuckers
And
get killed.
she replied after that.
That's how motherfuckers get killed. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She probably thought it was funny.
Yeah, she probably thought it was funny.
And she probably still replied afterwards.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling, because now
Oh,
It's
because
open
now
season.
she know the real account.
Yeah.
She done created a fake
Well,
account
yeah,
and
she-
done hit
yeah,
it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
responded.
yeah. Now
Yeah.
she got to go see family in another
He
state.
don't put her on game. Somebody sick all of a sudden.
Yeah, somebody sick all of a
My
sudden.
cousin got sick.
Yeah, in Cali.
I didn't even know you had a cousin in Cali.
all of a sudden, let me get out of
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
fuck, I wish you would.
Cousin I seen a long time ago. I go see
Right.
him though.
Fly out to the concert. You never know.
Drake, gonna put
Yeah,
on his
Drake is
Instagram.
something else, man.
Oh yeah.
I had to highlight
bad.
those two things, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in entertainment, also, you want to kind of go into some of the things that you've seen. I have my take on this. But when you look at Dave Chappelle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, one of those entertainers that's top of the, totem pole when it comes to comedy, entertainment. So on stage, I don't even know if he was actually a fan, but decides to rush the stage, tackles Dave Chappelle, and then gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Backstage.
Right.
So my thought on that is, you think about that. You attacked on stage, and then what comes out after, but I don't know. It just feels like people are bold. I feel like it may not be a direct correlation, but I feel like people think, okay, now we see Will Smith goes on stage, slaps somebody. Now here we go.
Look,
So
man,
it has become a trickle-down effect. I think, I don't know. I'm just looking at it from a different angle. People may feel like that's okay now. Just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That could have started something. But I'll let you know.
First and foremost, there ain't gonna be no more Will Smith incidents. Like, period. Like, there's not gonna be no more. The next person that tries to walk up on any entertainer, comedian, whatever on stage, they're gonna get the business given to him, man. Like,
It ain't like he walked away. That guy got fucked.
oh
up.
yeah, right.
Like I saw the pic. If you look at the aftermath, you saw his arms kind of bent backwards. He got
Just
couple-
like I said, Will Smith.
couple bruises on the face.
Nah, he got touched.
Yeah, he got
touched.
Yeah, Will Smith. He chose his opponent wisely.
Well, there's a lot that went into that too. I mean, it was never gonna be.
If there was somebody else up there that said
Somebody-
that same joke, it may not have been no get up and walking up to the stage.
He wouldn't have slapped Dave.
What I'm saying.
Nah,
If somebody
he
else was
wouldn't have
saying the
stopped
joke, that's what I'm saying. He chose his opponent wisely.
I get that. That makes a lot of sense. But not just kind of circling back when you look at. So let's talk about that too, because now there was some friends like Buster, Jamie, that came to the rescue. Like, hey, we're not gonna do this, right? And so they essentially were the hero. Whereas you look at the other situation, I feel like because of the night it was never gonna be nobody. Again, yeah, I agree with you when you say he chose wisely, but there was never gonna be a backstage ass whooping to Will Smith.
Yeah, it was a different type of night.
Right.
Yeah. But this guy, so what came from that is essentially this was a transgender guy, or not even transgender. I'm sorry, I could be misspeaking, but they're part of that alphabet community. For make a long story short, and there was some saying that he was actually like trying to defend the team, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Trying to make some noise, bring some attention, like, hey, you're not gonna talk crazy, that type of thing. But then the crazy thing is, also just reading more, they said Dave Chappelle really actually went and talked to this guy to like get some understanding.
He stopped the police before they
Took
off
off
in the car.
Yeah, but I mean,
But at the end,
Yeah,
of
but
the
he
day,
still wanted them to press charges, and they failing. They said that they're not going to press charges.
Yeah.
In L.A., it's not a felony. What the guy did is not a felony.
Yeah.
So note to all the comedians in L.A., it's free to whoop ass.
Right.
Because if they charge you, they're not going to get charged. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I feel you.
There's no real consequence. Shit, I think the bill was like $30,000.
Right.
What, you got to pay 10% of that? What's
Yeah.
that, $3,000?
3,000.
Yeah, that ain't, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a felony, so it's like,
Right.
yeah.
It's a fuck. If it's anything, it's what, a misdemeanor?
Yeah,
Probably.
Come on,
so.
man.
And again,
He got
that's
his ass
if,
whooped. Good.
and that's also, not to belabor the point, but that's also if they decide to press charges, which that didn't happen. So
Yeah, they're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, comedy world is always interesting. Entertainment world is always interesting. So those are two really top of the upper echelon entertainers that I wanted to talk through some of the things we've seen in recent news. But definitely just gotta take a quick turn. You look at the brother R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, this guy who took the internet by storm. Mostly, kind of got popular, in my personal opinion, through when the pandemic was going on strong.
Right.
A different take on relationships, women, men, as a whole. But yeah, untimely demise, and so a lot to go on with that story. I'll let you guys kind of go through your thoughts, on his death and what he was actually trying to accomplish while he was here, if there was anything that he was, striving for.
I mean, again, if you know this guy, you know what he stood. Well, I'm not going to say what he stood for. What he put out there.
Right. The content.
You know the narrative that he put out there, right?
Mhm.
So yes, it's sad to his family that he lost his life. He's now gone. What I started looking at and trying to imagine is what you got to deal with from an aftermath standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And then thinking about us, we get on this mic, we clown a lot. But do you ever want to be in a position where when you do pass away, your family is now attacked, or your family got to deal with some people in the world happy that you're gone, and voicing that.
That's
You see what I'm saying?
That's where I was going, because that's crazy.
That's the crazy shit.
Well,
like,
I mean, at the end of the day, man, when you live in life, everybody ain't gonna like you.
no, but that's a
yeah,
different degree of not liking.
I mean, the man moved to his own beat, and I'm not over here defending
Mm-hmm.
how he went about his business, but the reality of the matter is, he attacked women, but there was also women calling in to be attacked.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So,
yeah, so he's not. I'm with you. He didn't do it by himself.
Yeah,
his
that's what
popularity grew because people fed into it, both men and women.
So,
I'm with you 100%.
Everybody's not gonna like you. For just as many people that didn't like him, he had just as many people that did like him. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the negative speaks louder than the love.
Most definitely. Then the negative's always gonna come out after you're gone.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't understand this. It's almost like the celebration. Like, you know how they say good riddance? Like, good riddance, like you just don't give a damn. That was the most surprising. And to your point, you're right. Nobody's going to just like you. Everybody doesn't have to like you.
You got to get everybody's approval for the shit that you do.
And it was mostly, what was crazy was it was mostly women.
Well, most definitely.
But the thing about it is he made it was more entertaining, and you saw more stories where he went at women. But he also went at a lot of men too.
That was in the beginning.
Even though the trickle, he probably followed the algorithm and stayed with.
He switched his narrative in the beginning because I got on him early. I didn't follow him because that's not my lane.
Yeah.
But when I first saw what he was doing, I checked his backstory. You know what I'm saying? His backstory was he had that narrative with men first. Right? But it didn't really work. The views wasn't coming in like that.
Right.
But one thing we know in doing this, right? One, there's certain topics you can talk about where the numbers go run up. Yeah. We haven't gotten there like that yet, but we can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Certain things you can talk about where the numbers going to run up.
Right.
You have women around you, right? Or women on the show or that dial in, the numbers are going to run up more. You know what I'm saying? Because you have two things in a room like that, right? You have him attacking, but you also have the dirty Mac nigga that's go try to hit her DM later and be like, you know what I'm saying?
You already know.
Nah, I don't care what this motherfucker say, baby. You high class in my book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got the dirty Mac motherfucker.
Yeah.
So it's those two things where you see a motherfucker beat you up, but then you got motherfuckers in the side trying to, you know what I'm saying, sneak in and be like, nah, it ain't that bad or whatever. And then you got also other motherfuckers who that's their same train of thought. But I'm with Trez. He wouldn't have got to where he was at if women didn't keep calling in.
Right.
Well, his viewing was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy.
It was crazy. So
yeah.
And this is over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. His height came.
He's been around a lot longer than that. Is what I'm saying.
And even from the image consulting world and just kind of doing that. So I'm
talking about just in podcasting. Yeah. He was around longer.
He was around longer than that.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was some truth to some of the shit that he said. That's the truth. Some of the hardest shit to swallow.
I would. Yeah. That's
just what it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, but his following speaks for itself.
Yeah, I agree, and it's gonna be interesting to see if anybody tries to copy.
No, somebody is.
I know it's coming. That's what I said. I know it's coming, but
they're already trying.
It's interesting to see who that's gonna be. Yeah. Like you said, they already trying to get a jump start, which is crazy. But nonetheless, R.I.P. To Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, prayers to his family.
To his family, absolutely condolences.
And the other crazy thing that I was listening to somebody else, and they was talking about it. From his mom to hear that he died on social media, and then it's right before Mother's Day.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to think about
days.
Yeah, everything she had to go through, but
it's crazy. And it was, I know that some of the things came out like he was on podcast, right before, and then all of that, the 911 call, those things. I mean, I'm sure
I thought he was getting busy.
That's what they said. He was essentially he was done and it was a wrap.
Too many Red Bulls and.
You talking about podcasts? I'm talking about getting busy.
I'm talking about.
He had did an IG live that night.
Oh,
and
okay.
then
prior. That was his last live in the female that he was with happened to be in the room, but he didn't have her on the camera.
Okay.
Like, and you can hear him kind of talking to her, like, you know, I'm about to do my live, so you want to make sure you're out the way.
I was talking to a female friend, and she think the chick might have killed him.
Hey, man, she wore him out.
Probably.
Hey, man, listen.
Joe,
let me tell y'all something,
Joe Jackson went out like that.
I had an uncle that went out like that.
Joe Jackson went out like that, man.
No, dead ass. I had an uncle that went out like that. We all on the block, chilling on the block. Police ambulance pull up. Talking about they got to call us a dead body. Like, dead body? Look in the house. There's only my aunt in the house. We all out here. Ain't nobody coming here. What y'all talking about?
Right.
No. Somebody reported a dead body. Okay, so we let them in because we got to let them in and search the house. They see, what's in this garage over here? Because my uncle had a detached garage. Sure as shit, this motherfucker was gone. You know what I'm saying? Prostitute got him.
Damn.
Wow.
Ran around the block the back way. We never saw her. Called 911 and got out of there.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a way to go.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you can't be keeping up them young girls, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Just chill out, but
Hey, sad in the moment, but for the right after,
yeah.
shit.
Yo, R.I.P., man. We gonna move along though.
Boy, put in that work, man.
So, you know, most recently, you know, and this is, you know, I gotta say, this is just something that popped up overnight. It's been, it looks like it's been brewing for a while, but the thing is, the arrests were made yesterday, and so we talk about some of they're established artists,
Mm-hmm.
Gunna, Young Thug, YSL Group, indicted, RICO charges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. I mean, so for everybody, you know, who's not aware, Gunna and Young Thug were arrested, and so they're arrested on what they call racketeering, involvement of, you know, corrupt organizations,
Yep.
or, you know, gang activity.
Yeah,
gang-related
RICO
activity.
charges.
Yeah.
I don't think the charge is going to stick. They're going to beat it.
Why you
Think
say
so?
that?
I think somebody's snitching.
Well, even if somebody snitched at the end of the day,
That goes without saying.
Yeah,
Somebody.
they're
somebody's gonna
state,
snitch.
they're state RICO charges. They're not federal.
Mm,
Okay.
And that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
okay.
That's a huge difference.
Well, I saw
And half of that could be
the DA Fannie Willis. She, you know,
trying to crack down, you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
if it's only
She
state,
stated that
if
very
it's
loud
only
and clear.
state,
Is this? Do you
State
think
RICO
this is her
charges.
way of making her mark trust?
if you make the
Yeah.
wrong mark, your ass is gone.
well, it's a 10-page indictment.
Right.
So it's a lot of motherfuckers on that list. That's why I say
10
somebody snitching,
10
state or federal.
10 pages and a lot of M's,
Mm.
money going to win, bro.
Mm,
It's a state. Like I said, it's not federal charge. That's why I don't think it's going to stick.
right.
Well, they say the case has been racked up since
How about
2013.
500 years.
And
That's not
then
a normal
2018, based on like the gang related activity that they had charges pinned up and piled up against these gentlemen. So
charge. They said the main charge they're trying to get Thug was because his name was the one that rented out a car for it.
mm,
You're not getting 500 years for that, bro.
nah.
Well, the car had weight in it.
Nah, it was
Is it
a
involved
murder.
in a
It was
murder?
used-
Yeah.
It was involved in the murder. He rented the car out.
Is that the one? Is it the one associated with
Like Toro rented it out.
probably some private? I don't know.
I'm saying, but it was his car that he rented out to somebody else, or he
No,
rented a car
no,
for
he
somebody.
rented
the
a
whole
car.
car with
Yeah,
his
he
name.
rented a car. He used his information to get the car rental.
Oh well, shit, we do that all the time.
All right, but I said you're not getting 500 years. for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just interesting. It's like it's
Like, when
it's
you
crazy.
make moves like that, you got to make sure they're gonna stick.
Mm. I get it.
That's
I
all
do
I'm
get
saying.
it. I just
Like,
feel
you
like
gotta-
somebody snitched.
Like, 'cause that's a lot of noise you just brought. That's a
Mhm.
TV publicity that you done brought. And if them boys walking free,
Mhm.
now everybody looking at you.
Even if they don't, you've put everybody else on alert to walk a little bit different, to move a little bit different. Them niggas in Atlanta, they not gonna stop what they
Nah.
doing.
Nah.
And they
Nah,
already
nah.
started moving different.
Right.
Like,
Right.
That's why I said that was a bad bluff. You got to make a stronger move if you're gonna make a move.
There's more to come. I mean,
There's definitely gonna be more to come, but
yeah.
I don't see it sticking.
There's definitely more to come. Well, I do want to stick here for a second because I feel like once you have a couple guys in the group or whatever, and I'm not just saying that he's affiliated with everybody, but I think it's hard to get to that meal ticket. It's very hard. There's a lot of things that go with it, but and not all of it is always illegal activity. But I mean, just in general, you grew up in the hood, you grow around your boys, whoever gets to that bag the first, you're gonna be protected. You're gonna be everybody got. I'm not gonna lie, everybody got a few shooters. It is what it is. But I mean, I feel like if you have that that's around you, or anything is around you, you bound to something gonna scrape you. Something's gonna give you a little bruise or whatever. I just think they kind of go with the territory.
I mean, you're a product of your environment, but
it happens.
This ain't the first time that it's.
Yeah,
well,
but
it's not the first. It won't be the last.
Because just reading this briefly, okay, this ain't my wheelhouse. Y'all know that. I'll share it with the people.
Yeah,
this ain't my wheelhouse.
I don't know much about these two.
You know what I'm saying?
either.
But one of the things on here saying that she quoting lyrics and videos.
Yes,
Right.
Which is not
Shorty,
admissible.
go sit down.
That's what I said. It's not
It's
sticking.
not admissible. I mean, it's
Shit,
admissible.
what we about to put Dr. Strange in jail or Iron Man because he killed Thor? I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
She moved about
He don't
it.
get no time.
She
I
moved-
mean, do
she
we
moved
Captain
about it
America?
all, man.
Who we about to put in jail now?
We'll see. The DA, she's adamant.
Gotta
She
stop,
she was just
man.
too determined.
You see, but you see how the conviction, all the shit she kind of trying to bring to the table. I mean, it's a long ass indictment. Paperwork is
88
it's crazy.
pages. The shit says.
It's ridiculous. It's just a long ass indictment.
But
So
the minute you say lyrics and videos, you lose me.
Mm-hmm. You lose credibility already.
yeah, what do you really have? To your point, what do you really have? Okay. All right. Well, like I said, more to come. Let's kind of get to what we came here to talk about. A lot of swirl, a lot of things going in. I'll kind of give you a little bit of a backstory. We know you've been kind of going back and forth with the abortion rights, women's rights sort of thing here for the last, I want to say, year, close to 18 months or so. One thing I do know is that abortion is still legal in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Via the 73 case, Roe v. Wade. And so that hasn't changed. I think what got everybody in the uproar was, unfortunately, some information leaked, where it was a group of, politicians kind of talking through what was about to happen, how that decision is going to be changed, and it got to the masses. And so here we are, stirring up this again, conversation about abortion rights, women's rights. Right as we know it, there are only 8 states that still have unenforced, like pre-Roe v. Wade abortion laws. Those states are Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Michigan, Mississippi, Oklahoma, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. So I think that should it get overturned, you'll be looking at more than half the states for sure likely to ban abortion. And so I think, again, that's kind of where this uproar is taking place. But I'd be curious to know what you guys, how you feel about, this piece. And I know it's good when you have that woman's perspective, but I have a couple things I want to cover and just how we look at it. But I'd be interested to hear what you guys have.
Not gonna jump out the window yet because it was just a draft, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta be careful with some of this shit. Yeah. Stop playing with these women. You know what I'm saying? They have their rights. Let them do what they want. But what else is really going on that we don't see yet?
Mm-hmm. And here's another. I'm gonna let you
Go ahead.
something. Here's another thing. I think you start here, and then I think what's kind of getting to the women. Outside of this, what's next? What levels you gonna try and pull next to strip what a woman's right is?
First of all, you're not stripping women's rights.
Well, I'm just saying you start here. I feel like that may be a part of the conversation.
No, the women's rights is gonna get stronger as time goes on. For sure.
That's what I'm saying. There's another narrative somewhere.
Yeah, this is about something else, but it's that woman's body, and it's
their choice. I agree with their choice.
It's their decision.
Yeah.
If they what they're gonna do for the most part.
Yeah. And so it's troublesome. It's kind of troublesome because you have the story. You guys have looked into, heard about it. It's it's the LaDanya Boggs lady in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, she was high in 2021, May of 2021. This time last year, she was obviously charged with the murder, negligence to a child. Obviously, high on angel dust, rolled over, suffocated the baby while she was high. 2 months old, discarded got rid of the kid, got rid of the body. Due to them not being able to find the body, she was about the actual case was about to get dropped. I can't remember if it actually got dropped or if it was about to be. So the baby's father decides to stab her to death.
Okay.
Allegedly. So here we are. He's arrested for that murder. And so it's you go back and you look at it like it is pro-choice, but it's like you look at shit like that and it's like, why even conceive? Like what are you doing? Like where are you going with this? Like why would you even do some shit like that? Again, I know she was obviously under the influence, but yes, it just kind of, you know, it leads you down a different path than thinking about this shit. So it was disturbing to hear that, and obviously you hear that, and that drums up a different conversation when you're talking about women's rights, abortion, things like that.
It's disturbing, but at the end of the day, she decided to allow that baby to have life initially. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By giving it birth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The angel dust, which is a hell of a fucking drug.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, no,
that's the consequence of the angel dust. But initially, she had the child.
Right.
So she carried the child for the 9 months, the 8 months. You know, she went through. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, doing the abortion, you're not giving the child an opportunity to have life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
that's true. That I agree. You know, and I just looking at the story, it's almost like you almost what the fuck are we doing?
Once you're born, you know, there ain't really no set date where you gonna go. But
this is true.
But at least
there is a set date.
Well, we don't know the set date.
Right. But the other thing is, as far as the father's concerned, where was the passion when you knew she was a fuck up?
Right.
Why didn't you go get your child in?
A month and a half into it.
Why didn't you go get your child in?
Yeah.
You knew she was a fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you mad because her fuck up played out, and now this is the result that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go get your child, my dude.
Right.
Yeah. And then is this allegedly him stabbing her was recent. So this is I'm assuming after he found out.
So now they all dead.
Yeah, because he's gonna go.
Yeah,
he dead.
It's a wrap.
He's gonna go.
See you later.
It's crazy because it's like that happens, and I'm sure that had something to do. I feel like probably it was a situation where, you know, and this is just me assuming, you know, you found out, okay, they're gonna drop the case. Well, yeah, I gotta let you.
Yeah, but I mean that's like back in the day, you fuck a crackhead, the crackhead get pregnant, right? Because it was niggas out there doing that. The crackhead get pregnant, you got two choices. That's just a child you never go fuck with,
right?
Or you go get your child. You know what I'm saying? But there's no middle ground because she's a crackhead.
Right.
She's not gonna stop being a crackhead. You fucked up. You decided the pussy was good enough for a couple rocks, and that's the method you took.
Right.
This is now that she gets pregnant and have a baby. Now this is the result. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was easy to walk away because you'd be like, you fuck like 10 niggas.
Right.
I don't know that that's mine, and I'm not about to get no test for your ass.
Right.
Beat it. You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
it moving.
Yeah. But if you know that was yours, then why didn't you go get your child? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you had that much passion that you're gonna kill him off. You see where I'm going, Truz?
He may have been on the dust when he killed her.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been. No telling. He just didn't have a baby.
Because crackhead plus crackhead can have.
That's normally how it goes.
Yeah. You go get the rock.
Yeah. That's normally how it goes.
Ultimately, though, I mean, and just kind of circling back. Ultimately, do you see? I mean, I know it's obviously not official, but do you see it happening as far as for them overturning that Supreme Court, decision?
Well, it's a couple different narratives, right? One of the narratives is you're trying to slow down the progress of you no longer have a full right of being the majority. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to races. You know what I'm saying? You're losing your footing when it comes to being a majority. Because it's more mixed babies out here. Y'all made the law. We didn't.
And that's what I think
3% makes you black, right?
It's more population control.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that plus you're not the top. In so many years, you're no longer going to be the top dog.
You're going to be extinct.
So we got to do something to stop this.
Everybody's going to be mixed with something.
Right. So, shit, it's like they said, and I can't remember where I heard this, but it's a well-known fact. You'll see fertility clinics in their neighborhood, but you'll see abortion clinics in ours.
In the hood, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Black folks, yeah.
So there's a narrative, and then now these motherfuckers, I'm gonna help you out because we all going down this road. Now motherfuckers talking about they don't got enough formula
Oh, that's
to
crazy.
feed the babies.
Right.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, that's crazy.
You gotta get 2 cans. You know what I'm saying? I know a homegirl.
Dog, formula go quick.
They was
too.
trying to get formula.
Yeah.
They had
Well,
motherfuckers
baby,
going to
shit
this
ain't-
store.
shit ain't
Look,
cheap either.
she ordered the shit on Sam's Club or Walmart.com to get 2, and then she went in to buy 2. Right?
Yeah.
They told her, "Nah, you can't leave here with 4."
Yeah. No, for real. It's
You know-
that bad. It's a shortage.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's really that bad, and that's crazy. Like, how the fuck do you get? And here's the hold on, me having
No, it's worse. See, motherfuckers, remember we was talking shows ago about this pandemic shit. It's coming. Motherfuckers ain't really ready. So now you got to drive from store to store to get formula. And how much is gas?
Shit, that shit
going
over.
crazy.
That shit over $4 easy. That shit
Yeah.
been $4.20.
That's a
with it.
regular now. That's regularly what we expect daily.
I said, man, it's meant for me to stay in the house now. This shit's it's fucking
No
wrong.
getting out.
No, I ain't going
We
nowhere.
You
no
see what I'm
fucking- We
saying?
going no
Fucking
fucking
going
way.
nowhere.
Yo, dog, this shit is crazy.
Yeah. No, I saw it
So
literally.
moms breastfeed. If you're going to have a child now going forward,
Make sure you
breastfeed
do whatever you
for the
gotta
next 2-3 years. I promise you.
do. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Please.
Y'all breastfeeding, change your eating habits.
Yeah, change.
Change.
You got to.
Definitely
Change
change.
your
it.
So
eating
here
habits.
come sacrifices, right? Because you're going to have to make some sacrifices to produce healthy milk for this child. You're going to have to stop doing some of the bullshit you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday fun day out the window.
What we doing?
Yeah, that's very true.
You see what I'm saying? And
And-
she's a bad bitch till that child latched onto that nipple. Now it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Get off of me. No, I mean, let's be real.
But that's true. And then here's the other thing too. If you and you know there are things that women don't even know. Like there are things that can produce or help you, you know, so that you can
Yeah.
wean them off of the formula and you can actually produce the breast milk that you need. So just be mindful of that. But I think it's just weird. It's funny how a lot of the stuff just kind of is coincidentally kind of coming like full circle. And it's just, you know, you look at these type of stories, and like I said, I don't honestly think, just to get back to my original question, I really don't think that it'll be overturned. But I do feel
Nah,
like
that shit's a while. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, that's again, that's something to distract you.
Mm,
To me,
mm.
you know what I'm saying? The way I look at the shit, it's something to distract you.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
While everything else going on.
Right. Motherfucker Putin having parade like Russia won. Motherfucker, y'all didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got your asses bombed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah. Motherfuckers talking about bringing masks back, but ain't nobody really talking about that, but that's the shit that's in the news.
That's it. That's coming.
You see what I'm
it's in the
saying?
works.
It's
They're about to make it.
hey man.
Once the airlines makes it mandatory again, you know.
Shit, dog, listen, you still got motherfuckers. You got more motherfuckers now low key dying from COVID that you
Mm-hmm.
and shit has been relaxed. The shit with K Slay. It's a few other motherfuckers that have died from, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah.
And they not really talking about it no more.
Mm-hmm. That's
Motherfuckers better wake up, man. And I'm not over here trying to act like I'm woke, but the shit is right there in your face.
just gotta look at the data. Look at the news. Pay attention.
No, fuck the news, your surroundings, my dude.
Pay attention.
You know what I'm saying? When you go get gas, you gotta spend $40 and that's a half a tank.
Shit, for real.
Come on, man.
Easily me. I know it's about probably 95, I think, or something like that. to
Dog,
fill
I'm a
up.
single man. There's no way I should walk out the grocery store with paying damn near $200 for a week of groceries, and it's just me.
Right.
And that shit really ain't a week of groceries.
Nah.
It's you and your daughter, Trez. How much is your grocery bill? Have you paid attention? Have you noticed?
You know, I pay attention to every damn thing. It goes up. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't talk to Spence because he shop at Walmart. But
Shit,
for
I
the
got
rest of
3,
us-
and I'm still coming out of that.
Yeah, and
motherfucker
Walmart
with
ain't no
$3.
help no more, is it?
There ain't no help.
Right, I know. Come on over to Central Market, man.
I go to Winco.
Sprouts.
I'm good.
Now,
You
he
said-
just went lower.
you
I'm
said
going to
you
go to
go-
Winco.
You said you go where?
I go to Winco.
What's that?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
I've never been there.
Gotta do what I gotta do. I got 3, man. It is what it is. You
What
can't
you gotta
judge me.
do, motherfuckers, get
Hey.
some dirt,
You might as well
some
just start.
boxes, and plant some
Yeah,
seeds.
that's what I'm about to say. You might as well just start planting seeds, man.
Hey, everybody got their own way of living, man.
Plant
I
some
got 3. I
seeds.
gotta do my thing.
Go steal a couple of chickens, man. Let the boys walk around in your backyard, man.
Yeah, man.
Still a couple. Okay.
Steal a couple of
Hey,
chickens.
they got them around the way. They got them off Harry Hines.
Yeah, You see it walk around, scoop the things up real quick.
You can get you 4 live chickens for about $20 off Harry Hines. They may be little chickens.
Harry Hines, man.
Hey, man.
I'd rather go to Winco, man. Just let me go and shop there. I'm gonna do my thing.
All right.
Get 4 chickens, you know how long that's gonna last you, man?
Hey, just gotta start somewhere, but I'm not doing that right now. Anywho,
Yeah.
Good dialogue, fellas. Anything you got that's really on your mind that you want to tell the people here before we wrap up? By the way, 64.
Yeah, 64, man. Motherfuckers pay attention. Me and Charles was talking earlier before the show started. That fucking winning time shit. The series, the Lakers series.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Nice.
That shit hard.
I gotta draw myself up to watch, man. I'm not a fan.
Everybody watching that Ozark too. I need to catch up.
But I get it.
Ozark was dope, but just like with the whole Franklin shit. What's the name of that show?
Snowfall.
Yeah.
The ending was. It had some moments where it could have been.
I ain't even seen this season Snowfall yet.
Check it out.
I'm behind. I got it.
It's back and forth.
Yeah, it's back and forth. They had a good ending, but the shit before that was like, fuck is y'all doing?
That's because rest in heaven.
John Singleton.
Yeah, he passed. He was the writer.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's why I was kind of skeptical. Like what is true? Yeah, where the show gonna go now?
You know what it reminded me of, and I'm not by no means, please, people, don't berate me, but it did remind me the way that the last season ended in Breaking Bad. I don't know if you ever watched that show.
No.
But if you ever watched it, if you ever just want to, and you do watch it, and you do see it through.
It should got like 8 seasons. I'm not watching it.
It's a lot of fucking seasons.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
It really is. But it reminded me of that final season, the Snowfall, because it was the way it ended.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I agree with you. Pay attention.
Yeah, one more thing, man. His boy, he dropped a single this week, didn't he?
Yeah, Kendrick, man, you gotta see this.
It did.
Yeah, how was it? I ain't heard it yet.
You seen the video?
Yeah, I saw it. I did. I saw it.
So what you thought?
I
mean,
I wasn't a huge fan of up until he did the thing with Nipsey, because the visual thing was kind of dope. I understand what he was. I mean, that was cool, but like, and I'm not trying. I promise you, I'm not trying to, because he had the 5 years. If it was dope, it was dope. I thought that the visual was dope. Now, as far as for what he was speaking, yeah, as far as for the lyrics and what he was doing, but I was really a fan when he did the talking, like basically speaking almost as Nipsey, but also to Nipsey at the same time.
I heard
He's done that before, though, right?
Well, I don't. Maybe the creative piece.
Nah, he did that with Pac.
It's a video. I guess the video.
he did the pen to Pac. He had he did it and on the album. It was on
that was like a conversation piece as well.
Right, he did the conversation, but it wasn't him actually talking. But he just took some snippets and made it seem like it was a conversation he and Pac was having.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So creatively, yeah, he did. He's done that before. But this was a visual where you saw the face changes and all of that stuff. I was a real fan of the Nipsey piece because I was a huge Nipsey fan. So
does that go send him to the top week 1? No, album drops Friday.
I'm not. It's not. I can't. I still feel the same way. You should have made more fucking music in 5 years. Period.
All right, man.
Hate it or love it. Trez, what you got for me, bro? Before we get out.
Man, I just want to say shout out to all the mothers, this past Mother's Day. Hope everybody had a blessed Mother's Day, man.
No doubt.
Had a great time, my mom. Great time.
Blessings.
For me, definitely 64 episodes, guys. I don't know, when we talk about this, man, this is something that I appreciate you fellas, staying the course, and we getting it done. And I think, we got a lot more to give to people, and we will. But definitely appreciate sitting across from you fellas. Shout out to everybody continuously supporting us. As always, continue to like, share, subscribe, follow us on all our platforms. And again, to P's point, please pay attention. Stay woke. That's all I got. So if you guys don't have anything else, as always, UnMask'd Podcast, sitting to the left of me is
Trez.
And to the right,
P.
This is DJ D Spins, UnMask'd Podcast, Cognac Crew.
You always
catch y'all
say
next
DJ
week.
D Spins?
What?
Do you always say DJ D Spins?
I always do. That's my name. That's
Spider, go ahead, cut, man.
Light. For every little black child, this is life. Fight, fight. For every single parent, this is life. Fight, fight. For every brother behind bars, this is life.